That is absolutely mind-blowing. Look at that. That's sensational. That's our rustic beef cobbler with a cheesy scone topping. Oh yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to Backyard Chef. I'm Rick. Today we're going to do a rustic beef cobbler and a cheesy scone topping. Rah, come on, proper comfort food. In here I have some chuck roll, beef chuck roll, known as braising steak around the world, or stewing steak. Onions, carrot, celery, a little bit of garlic, the usual Worcester sauce, Henderson's, whatever, a little bit of thyme, tomato paste, and we're going to throw it all together. Now here's the thing, you would cook this braising steak for about 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm using the instant pot to speed it up, and then we're going to finish it in the oven with the cobbler topping, the cheesy cobbler topping. So it's a combination cooking today, just show you, it just makes it a lot easier using this. We don't have to wait around 3 hours. This is going to cook it in about 40 minutes. Okay, and we're going to finish off in there. Right, let's get on, come on. Okay, we've got some onion, not very good, look, it's been in the fridge, but there you go. It doesn't matter what onion you use, whether you use red, white, doesn't matter, or brown onions, whatever you know them by. And you don't have to cube these up any particular way, we just want some cubed onion. So it doesn't matter if it's big, small, whatever. Okay, onions, celery, carrots. Okay, again we just want some cubes, as big as small as you like, it doesn't matter. Hey, how easy is that? Come on. Carrots, cubed up, the same. Garlic, a bit of a mashing. That will do. Chuck all this out of the way, it's all in the way already. Our beef then, we want to be cubing it. Nice and steady. Got a fantastic piece there, look. All the fat in there. Oh, look at that. That is going to be fabulous. Okay, so it's just a case of cube it. Now, if you're using the pressure cooker, I would advise you not to cube it so small. So I've got 1 kilo here. That should just about do it for our dish today. So there's our braising steak. We're just going to dust that with some flour and salt and pepper, and we're going to give it a cooking. A little browning if we can, and then we're going to shove it in the Instant Pot liner. Now you can put that on saute mode and do it like that, not a problem. So just a little bit of flour on here, a dusting. That's going to give us a nice coating when we fry it. Okay, I'm going to fry in a pan, and then we're going to chuck it in the Instant Pot liner. So I'll bring in a pan, and there's some oil. Flame on, and we want to be frying that beef. We're going to fry that beef. We're going to put it in the Instant Pot liner. Like I say, you can do that on saute. Some people do. I don't like it. I prefer to have the control here. Nice bit of colour. If you get it on there, that's super. Just turn it over. We're only trying to seal it. We're not bothered about cooking it as such. It's going to pressure cook. Okay, one lot out, and then carry on with the next lot. Okay, that will get it. That lot out of there. Into there. Got a bit of stuff going on in the bottom of the pan, but it will be fine. Onions. See if you can bring some of that fond off there as well at the same time. In there, carrots, celery. Any tinging on there? Not a problem. Okay, in there, garlic. Now, it's not so much as a cook as such on this, you know, because it's all going in there. We just style it off, a little bit of colour, because you ain't going to get no colour in there, even when we finish it in the oven. And it goes. Now I want to be going in there with some tomato puree, tomato paste, because if you cook it off now, you're going to get a nice rich flavour before we chuck it in that Instant Pot liner with some beef stock. There we go. Oh, a good tablespoon there. Nice little cook in there. That will do it. Flame off. That's our cooking done with this. Got our lovely beef sat in there, look. Beautiful. Now we want to be in there with all the contents of this pan. In it goes. Now we want to be going in with either Worcester or Henderson's, Worcestershire sauce or Henderson's. Up to you. About a tablespoon or so. Probably 2 tablespoons actually. In there. Dry thyme. A couple of bay leaves. And we've got beef stock made out of a little bit of gravy powder and an oxo cube. So we want that in there. Now you don't have to do any more seasoning. We can season it when it's finished cooking in here before we put it in for the cobbler. That in the Instant Pot. Pressure cook button, and we want to set it for 40 minutes. There you go. That's it. Job done. Let it do its thing, and then we'll natural release for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. There you go, it's on the countdown. We're going to have about 10 to 15 minutes on that. Whilst that's coming down, this is self-raising flour. We're going to make the cobbles, the cobbler topping. And it's going to be more like cobbles on this one, okay? Not like the rhubarb we did the other day. So there you go, self-raising flour. And we got some butter here, look. I've just cubed it across with a knife. Nothing special. In there. And what we're going to do is give this a rub through, a bit like pastry. So it's hands in. Now you can salt this, pepper it, season it, do whatever you like actually. Up to you, but we're going to put cheese in. We're going to have cheesy cobbles today. There we go, we got that rubbed in there, look. Now we're going to go in here with an egg today actually. So crack your egg in there. Let's have that in. And we're going in with some milk. We're going to give that a little bringing in. Now this wants to be a drop-in batter. I want to go in there with some cheese. A good amount of cheese. We're making cheesy cobbles. Looks good enough to me. That looks good enough. Look at that. Fantastic. It's going to be nice, stodgy on there. That's fine. That's done. We just have to wait for that. So there you go. We've had our 10 minutes. All we need to do now is flick the switch manually. Let the pressure go. And we can take it out and carry on. So all we're doing is waiting for the little knob to drop down on the top there. And we know there's no pressure in there. We can take the lid off. There we go, it's dropped down. So we can get that lid off there. Always open it so the steam goes away from you. Out of there, onto there. That looks absolutely sensational. So make sure you've got your oven on at 200 degrees. Let's have that in there. Looking lush there. We want to be stirring in some frozen peas. Just bring those in. Now, if you look at this, we've got a really loose gravy. Now, we want to thicken this a little bit, so we're actually going to do a cornstarch slurry. A tablespoon of cornstarch corn flour, 2 tablespoons of water, and we'll stir it in. Okay, there's our corn flour cornstarch with our water. It's the same if you were making a Chinese. We want to thicken the sauce in there. Give that a little one of those so we get that going round our dish. And we want to be dropping our cobbler topping on there. Any old how, it don't matter. Now you can be neat as you want, you know, you could have round cobbles on here if you want. Or you just do what I'm doing. Chuck them on. There's enough going on here for a classic meal. Oh, this is top class. Now, old school, you can get a little bit sneaky and you can drop on there a little bit more cheese. There you go, we're ready to go. That goes in the oven for about 25 minutes and it should bubble up, I reckon. And when you've had your 20-25 minutes, oh, looky there. Come on. That is absolutely mind-blowing. Look at that. That's sensational. That's our rustic beef cobbler with a cheesy scone topping. Oh, yeah. That is amazing. Let it have 5 minutes and we'll serve that up. Come on there. Out it comes. Oh yeah. On there. On there, pickled red cabbage. Look at that. Highest quality old school meals. Absolutely fantastic. This is one of those old-fashioned dishes. Unbelievable. And look at this meat. Look at this meat. That is outstanding. You don't need no teeth for munching on this one. Oh, off the charts. Off the charts. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and now a cheesy cobble, come on. Oh, just eating the meat. This is just ridiculously easy to eat. Serve it with some red cabbage, pickled red cabbage. Oh, delicious. Absolutely fabulous. So we've got a nice gravy here, look. We put that little bit of corn flour in there. Oh, yeah. There you go, share with your friends. Tell them how easy it is to make this. So easy. All in the Instant Pot or pressure cooker. If you don't have an Instant Pot or pressure cooker, you're cooking stovetop for about 3 hours. Massive saving on time with the Instant Pot. You've seen it, we've done it. There you go. Finish it off in the oven because we wanted crispy, cheesy cobbles. Fantastic meal. If you like what we're doing, big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell. Catch you in the next video.